Hey guys, Jason with Photofied.
It's Tim with Photofied again.
We're going to talk about raw converters.
Jason is.
Well, yeah. But,
I don't shoot raw.
well, you did, and you have an opinion you have an opinion. So, as long as you have an opinion, it's...
You're welcome. You can be a Photofied certified instructor if you have an opinion.
Yeah, it's true. Just like everyone else. So I wanted to talk about a couple raw converters that we all kind of know about. And so with that being said, I need to restart this whole video. No. With that being said, so we have basically ON1 that just came out with a new raw converter. Then we have Capture One that just came out with version 10 of their raw converter. Lightroom is still Lightroom and hasn't changed its algorithm since 2012, and it hasn't really done anything new. A lot like Canon.
That's true.
Kind of.
The 5D Mark IV?
Yeah. The 5D Mark 10. Just keep on adding numbers with no features. So I want to start and talk about a program I even bought, and I'm kind of disappointed about, but I'm also happy about. Like, it has some cool things with it, but it's ON1 Raw Photo.
I've never heard of this one.
So it's a pretty good raw editor, and I think if we go in here, I'm just going to do this for fun. If we go over to my Mexico trip, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do that.
People like Mexico.
We can look at sexiness. Sydney's sexy face. Let's do that. It's a good photo anyways. Oh, look at the freckles. Okay, so I already kind of edited this in this program, so let's actually just do this. And what we're going to do. It's supposedly, they're supposedly calling themselves like it's the fastest raw editor. They're going to say it's like it's going to blow out everyone and it's going to, you know...
So what? First off, because we're going to see a program work, what computer? What are your stats we're running with today?
So my computer system right now, and if we just go to my system, because I'll just show that real quick. This is my system. It's 16 gigabytes of RAM. I'm running i7 6700 HQ CPU. So you know, this is it, and then I'm running a NVIDIA 960. Graphics card, but I'm actually using the Intel card in here, so it's not going to make a difference. I will say this though, like their exposure is pretty quick, like in real time. So, and their highlight recovery is really good. I mean, it actually can be pushed to a point that looks kind of very HDR-y.
Yeah.
I think it like stops right here, but then they give you an extra push, where I think they should have just stopped right there. You know, it's like...
But now that's more of a program review, and we're going on.
Yeah, so
raw.
Well, yeah, and I am kind of reviewing these a little bit, but what I want to talk about though is like
what are your points of review like between all of them?
The thing is this: you want a program, I think, with when it comes to raw, when it comes to weddings, for weddings, we're talking specific. That's fast, that doesn't get in your way, has a good workflow, and I do believe like. There's also raw therapy that's an excellent raw converter, but it's slow in some ways, and like its interface gets in the way of workflow. So workflow is important, right? So, so let's say we go to another image in this. Now, how long it takes to open up that image? 1/1000, 2/1000, 3/1000, 4 seconds. So if we've got 5,000 images.
Which you do.
Okay.
I mean, because when you shoot a wedding, you shoot what, 4,000 to 6,000 images.
Yeah.
And you'll deliver like 1,000 some in like a few days.
Yeah. So when we talk, you know, so we got 4,000 images. So let's just think about this for a second. Let's just say 5,000 because that's usually what I have at the end of the day. That's 333.33. So 333 minutes
of opening, of not editing, not working, opening files.
Yeah. Love my math. Come again and I'll teach you more. So that's just opening a file, right? So that...
Are there other ones that are faster?
Yeah, so let's go over and we'll open up a wedding I did in Mexico. And so we're in Capture One right now. And so let's just talk about opening a file. Here we go. This is me opening a file to edit it. And here we go. We could just talk about. So, sorry, that's all right. So
it's like quarter second, if that.
Yeah. So this is Capture One. This is what I use. It's a great program. It's got a lot of features that I love. I can go on and on about it, but I think what I'm talking about here is when we talk about. Now, I will say this: On1 Photo Raw is faster than Lightroom. I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to research Lightroom. Lightroom's been around for a long time. We all use it. We all know Lightroom.
You've used Lightroom for a long time.
Yeah, I've used Lightroom for a long time. And I will say On1 Photo Raw is faster than Lightroom. Now, I've done some, so here we go, waiting, there it is. So I wanted to show you like a before and after though that I feel, this raw converter it does great. So here's a before and after, like it does great with highlight recovery. And there's the recovered photo.
Which looks really good.
Yeah, it looks great. And so Capture One is the same. I've done actually a review of them both and posted it on one site, and I asked them why they had halos around, like they had really gross halos, not wide halos, but just really thin halos around their images. And what I mean by that is if we go back and let's select another crappy image here. I think I can do this anywhere really. So hold on, guys.
Can you do this one?
Let's just.
Because you're just going to push the image really far, right? That's the idea.
I'm just going to push the image. Yeah, let's do it right here. So see, it's still kind of. It's like just. Okay, so this one I pushed this image pretty far. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to reset all settings. So that was the image. All right.
A little bright.
Yeah. This was A6000, and guys, as a photographer, and you're shooting family or friends, I'm not thinking like a photographer. I'm thinking a person who has a phone and a point and shoot. I really just don't want to think about my camera. I do that at weddings, but it's funny. I turn that off when I'm taking photos.
For fun?
For fun.
For yourself?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Anyways, so there we go. I wanted to show you the halos that happen. These dark ones that happen around it. So if we push it back, they create these they're just really odd halos. And so they give it this HDR effect with the highlight recovery. It's almost like it's adding like a almost high pass to it through the, like that's how it's doing its separation. It's probably in the algorithm. But now I'll say Capture One kind of has some things too. So if we go over to bride and groom photos, like look at this image here, and I went bright because we're in Mexico. It's bright. It's a sunny day, and that's how I'm editing these. But if I bring down my exposure, and I'll actually reset my levels so they all match my exposure. Now, there is a halo effect, but it's very minimal. It's wide almost. It's almost like they use this very wide, it's just kind of wide around the image. Like it's not as noticeable. And that's with the highlight all the way up. So I guess what I'm saying, I think they're just a little bit more aggressive.
You think the other software is more aggressive? I
think it's just a little bit more aggressive, yeah. I think its color renditions too in the reds are a little off, but we're Capture One, I think, with colors, and I think we'll both agree. Like
which one is pretty solid, especially the red channel.
Red channels. Okay, so I want you guys to do a test. Do this whenever you got time. Download Capture One's trial. Then, if you have Lightroom and you're a Lightroom user, find a photo that has a lot of reds in it and look at the saturation of the reds. Just open the file and just do an exposure change to what you like. Do the same exposure change inside of Capture One. Bring your highlights down a little bit as well. And look at the reds in Capture One versus the reds in Lightroom. you will love the reds in Capture One. Blue channels too are great. So, anyways, this is just an opinion on these RAW converters. I did spend the $150 for the On1 Photo RAW. So I won't use this as my RAW converter. So what I really like about this program is the effects that it has. Like its dynamic contrast is great. Its lens blur though is what I adore.
You do like post lens blur.
I do, and I'm one of those people. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people here will be like, "Well, again, that's so hipster," and well, hipster is in. So.
Yes, hipster is in. We have established that. The world has established that.
So. You can do local adjustments with blur that are pretty sweet, and they're in real time.
That is actually moved pretty quick.
Which is super awesome. So it is fast, and it's developing and how it develops things definitely, and so.
So once it gets it open, it does good.
Yeah, once it's open, it does good. But it's getting from file to file to file, and its browsing system is actually you can go through images. Ooh yeah, you can go through images fairly quick.
Mm-hmm.
So you could actually cull with this fairly well if you could figure it out. I use Photo Mechanic to cull, but anyways, that's a whole nother system. Anyways, I thought I'd let you guys kind of, that's kind of my opinion on On1 Photo RAW. It's a new thing that's been coming out. I do like it for what it is. I just wish that they would open up the RAW photos quicker. They also have a caching system, and it'll start building up to 500 gigabytes of file. Their caching system is insane. So you can run out of hard drive space really easy. Capture One has never done that. So if you're shooting weddings and stuff, you can go through files just super quick. So anyways, guys, I'll leave with that image. Yeah.
Why not?
So I'll talk to you guys later, and that's kind of my opinion on this, and you guys have a good one.